Louisiana Beer Reviews, the Back Nine India Pale Ale, 6% alcohol. This is from Tin Roof Brewing of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and they're located not too far up the Highway 30, Louisiana Highway 30, from the Louisiana State University golf course. Louisiana State University and Baton Rouge, just like Tulane and New Orleans, have outstanding golf programs. All right, and we know Louisiana is just like all the other states, golf very popular. There's 2 golf courses in this town. All right, there's no date on the can, guys, so that's a problem. Wouldn't hurt to put the date. Put the damn date! That chaps my chapstick, honestly, but it's an adhesive label with a photo on it on a clear cylindrical can. Swing, sip, repeat, swing, sip, repeat, swing, sip, repeat, swing, sip, repeat. Okay, yeah, all right. Bought this at a New Orleans area store. Introduced in 2023. They use Barbe Rouge, Citra, and Vic Secret hops. They don't list the malt, some kind of pale malt, I would assume, on this chilly, damp winter morning. It's not that it gets too cold around here, it's just that the dampness makes it feel cold. So it's a typical gloomy day for southeastern Louisiana. No action on Beer Advocate. There might be 1 or 2 check-ins, but it's not enough to give a score, no average. 75 on Untappd with a few hundred check-ins. Untappd has it listed twice. One with the incorrect ABV, 6.5. I ignored that listing. They need to delete it. And another one with the correct 6%. So sometimes you'll have repeats on that platform and they don't get rid of the repeats. Okay. This is the first video review for this product in the world. Coming out kind of greenish gold, really, but I guess that's the bad daylighting. Not the thickest head of foam, a medium off-white head, and it's an opaque. Well, it's translucent, but you can't see through it. You know, the light can come through it. If it was a bright sunny day, it would be more light. But you wouldn't be able to see through this orange bulb, orange party bulb. All right. Curious to try it. It should be fresh. I mean, it just came out in 2023, and I bought it in 2024. But we get a lot of Tin Roof stuff around here. I still have not visited the brewery, which is sad in a way. Pungent hop aromas, let me tell you right now. Bready white bread crust as usual, but some fruity pungent hop aromas, and I don't know what Barbe Rouge is supposed to be like. That's a new one on me. So okay looking appearance, wonderful aromas. Let's go with the taste, Chuz. Oh, and a 75 is pretty darn good for Untappd. I mean, you barely ever see a beer get to 80, so when you're in the 70s, you're in a good area. Wish I knew the bitterness units. I'll try to guess. Seems very low. I'll give the hop numbers later. Sometimes I forget to do this, and you probably notice in my videos. I just get sidetracked thinking about things, but things related to the video. But I'm thinking in sweetness, it's probably 2.5 out of 5 sugar cubes. The body's medium, okay, and the finish is, it's mostly dry, like 60-40, really. Could be drier, but it's coming across in that about 40% sweet. But at 6%, it's not gonna be too. If it was a 9%er, one of those Imperials, and it was coming across at 40% sweetness in the finish, it'd be a little hard to take. It would be hard to take. Yeah, I'm not getting the hop bitterness really at all. It's possibly 2 out of 5 hop cones. That's questionable. That's questionable, and to me, that's a problem. because I'm finding this is another one of these that's fruity, yes, but you could say it's a pale ale. India Pale Ale is a type of pale ale, of course, but this is, from what I'm tasting, just a pale ale. And my complaint with the Magnum edition of Hop Bullet was that it didn't come across like an India Pale Ale. It came across like an American Strong Ale. Very good American Strong Ale, and most excellent American Strong Ale. But as an India Pale Ale, it was a flop, and so I had to score it, in between that. So I've said over the years, I review things according to style, right? So some people will say, oh, that's a flavored malt beverage. How can you give it an A? That's a bad style. Well, there's no such thing as a bad style. Might be bad for you. Probably not bad for the people selling it if it's a big seller, right? Like Steel Reserve Alloy Series. I see that everywhere. It's always fresh cans too. So you say, but look who's drinking it. Those people are not as good as I am because I'm a discerning beer drinker. They're buying their flavored malt beverage at a gas station, which means they're inferior people. You say that's an extreme outlook. It is, but some people have that outlook, okay? And I used to kind of have that outlook, really, honestly, kind of a down on that. Like 20 years ago, I would think, why would somebody want to drink that? They're getting off of work and they're going to buy Steel Reserve Alloy Series, 8% fruit punch flavor, whatever. Come on, why you want to drink that? You could drink a nice beer, you could drink a Pilsner or a Cal. But the answer is that's what they want to drink. They like it. They got a sweet tooth. They like those kind of things. They like beer-based products that taste like a Hawaiian Punch or type of thing, or what's that one we see a lot around here that seems to sell like crazy? The Hawaiian Punch does in the 2 liters, but the used to be from Canada. It's still from Canada Dry, but it used to be called Canada Dry. Tahitian Treat. I wouldn't be shocked if I went to a convenience store and they had a Tahitian Treat, 8%. But so. Getting back to the main point, there is no bad style, okay? It's like saying there's bad types of food, like, pizza's not legitimate. It's regular people eat that watching football. It's like, come on, get it together. Get a grip. And I had to get a grip on that because that's what some people just want to drink. I don't. I still think that today, honestly, like, why would you want to drink that? I review it, and I have to admit they're usually good. So, I try to do that. If it's an India Pale Ale, I want it to taste like an India Pale Ale. Like the U.S. government says with whiskey, it should have the aroma and flavor generally associated with whiskey. Actually, that's a law. It must have the aroma and flavor generally associated with whiskey if they're selling whiskey. Now, I haven't seen that for beer. I guess they knew it's so diverse on that. You could never back it up. But okay, so back to this. It's being sold as an India Pale Ale. But I think I'll explain that pretty well. But it actually tasting like it's got wheat in it also. Maybe oats. Like that Little Things series. It is absolutely not coming across like an India Pale Ale of any sort. Sorry to say that. I should be out here boosting the product, right? It's from Baton Rouge, which is, that brewery is probably, if it's 50 miles, maybe, like, it's like 40-something miles to get to the Baton Rouge city limits, but I can't do that. I just can't. I'm not going to do that. And I've enjoyed some of their products. They kind of hit or miss, but I'm generally positive towards them. But this thing it's first of all, it's really not that good of a pale ale. All right, if you want to get techno, like Larry Holmes said in 1985, you want to get techno, it's not really that good of a pale ale. And it is a tragedy, it's a tragic kingdom for an India, if Gwen Stefani would talk, it's a tragedy for India Pale Ale. Ah. Oh, well. I didn't pay too much for it, no. You know, so I said, let me give it a try. I love India Pale Ales. I just love them. You know, good ones. Like Torpedo, Extra IPA, Stone IPA, Goose Island IPA, the old Giacomo IPA, which is gone. I loved Shipyard IPA. I love Shipyard 4X, Pugsley's, Super Deluxe, Pliny the Elder. I thought Rebel IPA was really nice from Samuel Adams, and the Rebel Rouser. That was like traditional IPAs, which I guess sales weren't really too hot for those. And then their CEO said, I hate IPAs. You know, he just said, the only reason I'm making them is because of pressure from the industry. He said it. I didn't say it. 60-minute IPA, beautiful. 90-minute, 120 is, I mean, it's a good gimmick. It's not really an IPA. We don't get into that thing. It's an A plus, obviously, but that's a little bit extreme. Yeah, but those kind of things, you know, like the good ones. High Lie, which we don't ever get anymore around here. Pabst did a good job with the Ballantine IPA, but of course, you know, it's Pabst, so it didn't last long, and I don't know, I can't figure those people out. But yeah, you know. Why, you know, I could buy all the ones I named, half of those I could still buy in a snap. Oh, what am I thinking? I forgot Lagunitas, the great Lagunitas IPA. I can get 12-pack of Walmart, $16.49. Great beer. Great beer. A legend. Oscar Blues, Dale's Pale Ale, which is really an IPA. That's one that's misstyled too. Really, you sort of have to knock it because they're saying it's Pale Ale. It's clearly India Pale Ale. Well, to me, yeah. So all of those fabulous products. So you gonna make an India Pale Ale? You're gonna have to go against the ones I named. And if they don't live up to that level, I'm gonna say they're not making it. And if I can go to Walmart with no effort and buy the Lagunitas and the Stone and the Goose Island IPAs and go to Mathern's and buy the Torpedo Extra, you got to do a good job, because I am not here to bolster your independent craft brewery if this is what you're going to make. Sorry. It's I've had people think, oh, you against the craft beer industry, you got some kind of insidious hidden agenda. I said, no. It would take a child's mentality to believe that. I'm tasting the product and I'm telling you what it's tasting like, okay? So if that's an agenda, then that's the agenda, to taste the product and tell you what it tastes like. So or in my opinion of it, obviously, it's not an objective reality, it's an opinion, it's subjective, it's what I think. You might try this and think it's fabulous, but I seriously doubt that would happen. First of all, you're not going to find it, more than likely, unless you live around here. So there you go. So score. Yeah. I don't know what they're thinking on Beer on Untappd, giving it a 75, which would be like an 85 on Beer Advocate, which they would say very good. I don't know what they're thinking about. I don't know what they think is good, but you know, to each his own. Whatever. I'm gonna say 78. It's, you know, high average. It's average. It's just okay. It's okay. Most beers I get are much higher than okay. Take that into account. Hear sirens, that doesn't sound good. But anyway, so in this early morning review, I'm down on it. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of down about it. It's kind of a bummer, you know. I was thinking, yeah, I'm excited. Now, I'm not. Okay, ladies, forget that. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Baton Rouge and take a Tin Roof Brewing Brewery tour. Thank you very much.